What's going on? My day-to-day people. Got my people with me, huh? Got my people with me. Once again, another blessed day. Pray for those that's caught up in this wildfire in Hawaii, as I'm seeing come across the news, man. Just pray for shelter, pray for safety, pray for helping hands, and of course, pray for the fire to be dissolved, put out before it causes further more damage to houses and businesses. But situation that happened today. And the Spirit led me to think about this parable, and it's the vineyard workers. Okay, so you had your 11th hour workers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paraphrase before we pick up in Matthew 20 on paraphrase a few verses, if you will. So you had this guy who gave everybody a penny. He started early in the morning. He went to one group of people. He said, "Hey, come work with me." Right? So it went from the early morning hours up to the 11th hour. Okay. So when you think about that, when you think about somebody who has been working with you all morning long and they get a penny, right? And then 3 hours go by and then they bring in a new group of people and they get a penny. And a few hours go by and then they get a penny up until this 11th hour where the last people that came in to work gets the same amount of money as the people that was there early in the morning. Okay. So this is how we have to understand the context of this parable. And then we'll see where it's going to go to once we get to reading it. Okay. So not only are we talking about workers, it can also talk about just different things in life, right? Because what people tend to do when they see somebody who is conducting themselves in some type of lifestyle, the easiest thing for them to say is, "Oh, well, they're going to hell," which we know that they cannot say that. I cannot say that. Nobody can say that. Nobody has the power to say somebody can go to hell, right? Oh, you're going to hell because you live this type of way. You're going to hell. We cannot say that. So the same thing correlates. Say if somebody's practicing homosexuality. Okay, if somebody's practicing homosexuality within the last hour, they finally get free of that spirit, free of that demonic realm, that's just evil spirit, right? So that's what it is. It's a sex spirit that has people that just want to go this lifestyle. So they're free of that spirit, and then they accept Jesus. They accept Jesus as their savior. Do you not know that by doing that, even though they went through that and accepting Christ as their Messiah, do you not know that they're saved at that point? They're in the initiation of the saved process. Within a last hour, say it can be the last hour of their life, and they accept Christ as the Messiah, they're saved. But then you have people who have been going through this hustle and bustle, just grinding of serving the Lord since we were little, and then they look at it like, "Oh, wait a minute, we never went this way. How did they get in the kingdom? We've been stuck with you all of these years. How did they get into it?" We have to be more sympathetic when it comes to people. All right. We all do dumb stuff, including myself. Right. We all follow stupid things. That's why we have to hold each other accountable. For when you see your brother slipping, hey, look, man, you got to pick it up, dog. You see your sister slipping, hey, look, man, you got to pick it up, sis. Let the words that was just said to you marinate on that. All praises for that. Let's look at chapter 7. I'm sorry, we're in Matthew 20, verse 7. They say unto him, "Because no man hath hired us, saith unto them, Go you also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall you receive." 8. So when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard saith unto his steward, "Call the laborers, and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first." 9. And when they came that were hired, about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more, and they likewise received every man a penny. 11. And when they had received it, they murmured against the goodman of the house, saying, "These last have wrought but 1 hour. Thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden and the heat of the day." So we see people that are ticked off that has been working for this man. They've been working for this man since early in the morning, and they got paid the same amount that the last 11th hour workers made. So the situation that happened at work, people got raises and now everybody's considered equal. right? You have people who has been there for years, and now you got people who just came into the door are making the same amount as them, and the amount of grumbling, and I thought of this. The Spirit had me think of this, and I thought, you know what? You're right. So I got brothers in there. I'm like, oh man, this is the parable. Like we see this parable within our own face, so we're able to handle it in a different magnitude, and everybody else is just 0 to 38. Oh, I'm gonna quit my job, and just we know how that goes. So let's continue. 12, saying that these last have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden in the heat of the day. We have been burning up all day long, been out with you early in the morning. You give these people the same amount that you gave me. That's where we have to not be greedy. We have to have sympathy. Okay, so the kingdom is of course the place that we all want to get to, right? Now, of course, people have had stuff taken away from them, a lot of things that has happened, and they still have faith, and they're still there, right? And then it seems like you get somebody who just comes in. We can't be mad. We're all wanting to get to the same place, so why would you be upset at that? Why would you be upset? No matter if you have been working all day in the morning. That's what I love about these parables. The parables are very spiritual, even though we're sitting here talking about money within these contexts. But it's also talking about things that happen in life, right? Things that go against our spiritual. Our spirit, just like the homosexuality thing that was spoken of earlier. And that's taking it to the max. Somebody can practice that, right? And then others will be like, oh, he's going to hell, but then turn around and accept Jesus Christ as their Messiah. And then that flips, and they're heading towards the kingdom. If they stay on that path. But then you'd have people that still saying, oh no, I don't care. He was doing what he was doing, and I'm not buying that. Instead of being rejoice because one lost sheep has been found. All praises for that. 13. But he answered one of them and said, friend, I do thee no wrong. Did not thou agree with me for a penny? Of course we agreed with you for a penny. You never said anything about a raise early this morning. Let that sink in. 14. Take that thine is, and go thy way, and I will give unto this last, even as I gave unto you. So I will give the last workers the same that I gave to you. 15. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with mine own? Is thine eye evil because I am good? 15 again. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with my own? Is your eye evil because I am good? 16. So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few are chosen. 4 conditions of the heart. With the seed, with the other parable, this is a beautiful parable too. You had the seed that fell on good soil, right? And the seed that fell on rocky ground. The seed that fell but got intercepted before it actually fell. Okay? Then you got the seed that fell amongst and grew up with the weeds, and the weeds ended up choking out that seed. Those seeds, those 4 things are conditions of your heart. Okay? The good soil, that's a good soil for the reason why that seed is there, is because it is a condition of your heart. Now, if it falls on a stony place, that's a hard heart. That's a stony heart. So when you go over that parable, understand that it is talking about 4 conditions of your heart and how you reciprocate things that happen on an everyday life. Just how you view it, how you attack it, how you maneuver around it. It's based on 4 conditions of your heart with that parable. So everything that we do encounter, you got to think life is a choice, right? And what I mean by that, it's kind of like baseball. You choose what you want to swing at. So if somebody, I don't know, cusses you out, or you get just stuff flying at your way and it may upset you, choose rather if you want to swing at that, right? Because, when you swing at stuff that happens, say if you get ticked off early in the morning, so you're swinging early. Why not just let everything come and you choose what you want to swing at, if that makes sense? You choose what you want to swing at because it's always going to be a trial. It's always going to be stuff that gets us upset, but we can't let these things have power over us because we do have something that is power over us, and that's the Lord who sent his son Jesus Christ. It's the Most High who sent his son Jesus Christ who gives you power and gives you instructions within these scriptures. Instructions within these scriptures on how to swing at these things. So eat this daily bread. Continue to pray for those that's in Hawaii with the fire. Continue to pray for one another. Continue to love one another. Uplift one another. And if you find yourself in a situation where somebody just got blessed, congratulate them. Rejoice. Much love. Peace.